Hey, how's it going? Today, I've got another Diaclone review, DA-59 Trivers Trirambler Red Chaser Edition. So this is the DA-59, as I said. So this is the newest set of Diaclones we got, DA-59 and 60. So I'm very excited to get this opened up. So, neck and vehicle. His wheels, axle, resolver, his different modes, combinations, different modes he has, elements, stuff. So this is the another addition to the Trivers family. So there's been 4 iterations at this point. This is a recolor of the regular Trirambler, which I skipped out on just so I can get the Red Chaser version, kind of like the green one I got, the other Trivers guy. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get them open. I'm very excited about this. I did did open it prior, but put everything back just so you can see what we have in here, how it all comes set up. So that's what you're going to get in the tray. A moderate amount of stuff, but not crazy overwhelming either. Not a lot of bits and parts. This might be one of my favorites once you get as far as a mold. So you get stickers with numbers, a little booklet, which is the instructions and all the different modes. Pretty solid. Nice. And the catalog type. So he's got a flamethrower type weapon. It looks pretty awesome. So yeah, that's freaking cool. And then kind of, what was on the back. Some more text and stuff to read. And more of that without text. And some combinations. So we'll try some of them. We won't go through every single mode because we'll just be here forever. But we will do a few. So let me go ahead and get this cracked open. Okay, so just to start off, here's everything you get inside. So clearly this top portion, bottom, the bullet core, the guns, the little missile pods, and the pretty much the whole bike, which is a couple different pieces. So yeah, and you do get your driver. Let's take a look at him. And pretty typical for Diaclone. Pretty good articulation all around. So just a bit less than the female drivers, but pretty good considering. And just comparison here is with the regular one. So I did modify this one a little bit. So just for fun, because that's why we're all here. Comparison that no one's going to get. So Black Suit Spider-Man, I think this is Mega Bloks. I don't know. Whatever. This was a while ago. So yeah, there's a good look at his head. He doesn't have his visor's a little bit more translucent than I thought. So you can see his eyes, but you can't really make out color or shape too much. But pretty cool looking. Of course, turns into that bullet core. So let's just say bye to the pilot. And kind of like some of the other ones, if you bring his head up and then bring it back down, this little hinge will pop up. It's a little easier to get it up. That's a little bar for him. So let's just say goodbye to the driver, get him in here, and he'll stay there forever. So let's just start off with robot mode. So you want to bring that back. Stick that in there. Stick this in here. There's a release button for when you want to disengage that. So, yeah. Just going to back up just a little bit. These missiles, I guess, they go down here. Well, I'll just put the guns in his hands for now. And then this whole thing, just to show off one of the modes right now, he could totally ride it. He's got holes right there and right there. And, you know, pegs right there. He's got, I think those are the same size. So, you know, put his feet wherever. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could see him. He got quite a bit taller. And you can kick these up and he'll still stand up on that because, well, maybe not. Got him balanced right, maybe. But in bike mode, it'll still stand up anyway. A lot of extra weight on here. So that's a cool thing you could do. But of course, to complete the robot look, or his look, I should say, you want to take this, fold this down, fold this up, and they're on that hinge right there, and fold these little kickstands back down, and bring those up right like that, and those two things will peg in down here. You could peg them up here if you want, or I mean, that's where they go, but you could if you wanted to peg them up there, and he'll, you know, it makes them a little top heavy though. But you know, you got some options, so it's pretty cool. So there we have Red Chasers all complete in his mech mode, or not his mech mode, his robot mode. What is it called? The maneuver mode? I don't know. I forget. Sorry. But yeah, he looks friggin' awesome. He looks really cool. I love all the red. I did get him. I opted to get him instead of the regular Trirambler. To be honest, I kind of missed out on the first wave. But also, the red motorcycle just gives me Akira vibes, and that's pretty cool. So, he's got some nice paint everywhere. He's got really nice details. And he was stiff, pretty stiff right out of the box, and that's good, because for all of the modes, for all of these Diaclone guys get in, they do loosen over time, so just from, you know, maneuvering them around if you're playing with him. So it's nice to see he comes pretty stiff. So, but yeah, some paint on there. Pretty clean. So the instructions do say you can store these right. They've got pegs on both sides and one on the top. Peg it right here. It has to kind of be at an angle to fit in there, and it's not the longest peg, so it's not the best connection, but you could do that. You could also put them right there too, because there's holes right there, and he does have ports everywhere, so, you know, one right there, one right there. He's got one right here, and then one right there, one right there. I don't think you can actually access those, but I think those are the same size as well as those three back there. So, you know, if you want to put them somewhere, there's plenty of options for you. But just to quickly go over articulation here. So you saw those things can move any way you want to get him out of the way, but his arm goes all the way around, as well as having kind of a butterfly because of as a part of his transformation. So he's got extra range back and forth. So the double elbow. So wrist goes up and down and turns, hand opens and closes. You know, everything you want on the head is on a ball joint. So, you know, lots of expressions. Waist, hip, knee, double, and then up and down, side to side, and toe goes up. Oh, jeez. As I smack the camera. Toe goes up. So, yeah, everything you want. Everything you need. So, I'm just going to put that right there for now. And we'll bring in some of his buddies here for comparison. So here he is with the Tri-Dasher. So, yeah, pretty cool. The Shadow Jetter. So, what he looks like with those. And here he is with the Tri-Digger as well. And these are two that I waited for for the recolors. So yeah. So but it's pretty cool. Okay, so he's got a couple of modes from here that we can go ahead and do. Obviously, he's got the base thing where, just like all the other guys, you can take him into threes, hence the Trivers, nature, take him, you know. Change up any of their looks, and now you got more pieces to do that stuff with, so pretty cool. So obviously endless combinations just with the robots alone and their accessories. But obviously he has some other modes, so let's just get him transformed and into some other modes. You saw him ride the board thing, and now you can take this whole thing off. And actually this piece comes off as well. Sometimes it just stays in there and it's convenient, but sometimes it wants to fight you. Let's see here. There you go. And then this will split in two. So kind of has opposite teeth there that hold together. So, and then you can do a myriad of things with this. Now, on the box, obviously, it has him, I think, it's probably this way, you know, have him as arms. Now, these things, the wheels will open. So, let's see here. Oh. So you want to open it this way, right? So that, and the wheel will lock right there. So there's a, you can't see that, there's a lock that you bring in. And then since these things open up, you just turn these around. And then you have a little pincer claw. So he can have a pincer claw. So maybe I did want it the other way around, this way. So you could give him 2 of those, you know, which is cool. You can combine them back and, let's see, do some kind of double gun thing. They show that on there. So you could have both of these out, and then he'll hold this via these 2 pegs, so he'll hold that in front of his. We can do it there. So you can do that, you know. Just imagine that one's out. So, I mean, you know, lots of really neat things you could do with this accessory. So, very cool stuff. Now, I'm just going to take this off. No, actually, let's get into his other modes first before we mess around too much. Okay. So I've got this back oriented the way it was, like a hoverboard type thing. And you want to put his head away and rotate this whole thing up. Now he's got 2 modes where basically you can have him like this, where either way he looks like a robot riding the motorcycle, to be honest. But you could have him like this, and this is his B mode. But to me, and on the box, I felt like it looked like the better mode. But to me, it does look like it's just him laying down. So, but you want to move this piece all the way around. So that piece is lined up. And just keep the hip like that. Bring these legs up as far as you can. And then bend them as much as you can. And let's see. And pretty much, and this is just an issue of getting everything lined up right. So you want that in there, but so that it all fits nicely. These little slots, that will peg into that. So this is the issue of getting it all lined up. There you go. Now his feet just kind of hang out back there. So, and like I said, you can, he has guns in his hands to attach to the wheel, but you can do this, and it's actually a little bit more of a solid connection, just because of how the guns go in. There's like 2 holes and a little slotted area there, so it fits this whole thing like that. And I mean, I guess it's preference, because on the box I felt like this looked cool, but this is the B mode. But really the A mode is you're supposed to use that hinge to bring this all the way down and then angle that, and then it actually sits up higher. But it's less than actually pegs in. It's just this last bit here. So I feel like it's not as strong a connection. But to me, that looks cooler. That looks more sci-fi. And you do want to bring one of these up and one of them down. And then he'll roll. So check that out. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just bring in one more vehicle here for comparison. So here he is with the Tri-Dasher. So he's quite a bit larger than just your base car bot type thing. So he's quite a bit longer and bigger than that. So of course you could, if you wanted to go switching around parts and bits, you could do that, come up with fun combinations as well. So, and he's got you know, a lot of the same adaptable features in there. So, but just to bring in one other guy here that I feel like is a fair comparison, something you can add in here is the Verserizer Unit 1. So, and they're very, very, very similar reds. It's, you can, there is a slight difference, but they're pretty close. So, and of course he's got all the light gray, and he's got the dark gunmetal. But aside from that, he's got the same, you know, tinted cockpit and whatnot. So you could definitely add on stuff like that. And just to show how that would work, if you were to get a set like this as well. And I did get these, just a reminder, as I always get most of my sets from thechosenprime.com. So I know that they have this one. I've got 60 and 59. So a lot of these will have those pegs in the same spots. Just stick that on there, and boom, you got wings on your motorcycle. And of course, you know, this is just a very, very simple version of something that you could do. But, you know, there's tons you could do. So, it's what's fun about the line. So, yeah, you could integrate this guy into here as a bullet mode, do some kind of fantasy jet, you know, something like that. So, very cool. I like it a lot. Now, let's just get into some of his other modes. Like I said, we're not going to go through all of them, but we'll just give you a good idea. We'll separate all that. Take that off. Turn this around and separate it using that release button. And turn the toes around. They've always got like some kind of chicken leg mode. And just take that off. Fit that in here. There you go. And you can, instructions show you putting the guns in here. So that's something you could do. So yeah, very cool. Something you could do. And of course for this this mode you can, let's see here. Stick this on here, right? Let's just put that back. Put it up here. And let's see, I'll take this back. So that's the bottom machine. This would be the top machine. Put this in here, and let's see. I think you want to like There you go. Do that kind of thing with the hands. And I mean, you get the idea. It's like a flying VTOL jet thing. I don't know. It doesn't, I don't think it works that great, but it's something you could do anyway. But, you know, there's endless possibilities here. So one thing, just just to show you quickly, you can take this whole thing off of him and plug that in. Plug these in to here. And there's a version of this on the instructions, but I think this is, especially if you have these two sets, one of the cooler ones you could do. So. Let's do it this way. What am I doing? Okay, whatever. I was trying to get it the other way around. But, you know. That's the other way. I keep doing this. It's this way. You know, something like that. So, yeah. But, this one I think is the little stabler connection because of this. And then you still have this whole thing to, you know, add with this and this to make some kind of jet thing. So, you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So, yeah. Lots of options. So, yeah. So even this base robot mode in and of itself is amazing. And the integration you can have with the giant claws, or have them, imagine them as, I don't know, some kind of gun or something, or even a club. It shows that on there too. So you just would hold it like this down here, on this peg, and it would be some kind of giant club weapon. So, you know, the options are limitless, and that's part of the reason, part of the draw from this line is those limitless play options. So, yeah, now the next review I've got coming up is going to be DA-60, so the Trivers, I mean the first riser number unit 3 So we'll get that up soon, and that way we can do some more integration with some of these guys and have a little bit more fun, since that one is just all about, it's basically an add-on pack. It's all about kind of similarly to this one. So, you know, we'll be able to make more things with that, and I'll probably show off some of the combinations I've got with both. So sorry this review went on a little long here. I feel like we went on forever, and I barely covered anything. So, but I freaking love these toys. I love this one too. I think this might be the best mold that we've gotten yet. And especially just for the base robot. There's a little, some few less options. His hands, because his hands don't fold away, and as far as his arms transforming and stuff. But if you can get creative, especially his legs are just legs. But if you can get creative, this is a really fun set to pick up. So if you missed out on the first Trirambler, or you're a bigger Akira fan, or you just like red motorcycles, or just dig this red scheme as well, I would definitely not hesitate to pick this up. This is a phenomenal figure. If you're new to Diaclone, you know, I'm sorry you watched this video first, but definitely a good introduction to the line and what is capable as well. Like I said, I got mine from thechosenprime.com, so you can check them out if you're interested. Let me know what you think of the review, what you think of the figure, and leave a like, comment. I'll talk to you guys on the next review.